the AT gun down to 1 man.
Tank ready.
So we'll try and finish that off.
Oh,
beautiful shots by the Firefly. Lovely stuff. Hello guys, and welcome to Headquarters World War II. Big thanks to Slytherin for sponsoring this video. Today I wanted to show off the latest Market Garden DLC and introduce you to the fun gameplay. The game is currently on sale until 14th of November, so if you've been looking for a new game to play or just want to check it out, make sure to use the link at the top of the description. It will take you to the Steam page. So what we're going to do is we're going to click campaign, we're going to go over to the Operation Market Garden DLC, and we'll be starting on the road to Valkenswaard. Let's go ahead and read the description. Field Marshal Montgomery has his war-ending plan ready for action. Operation Market Garden. The plan, in 2 parts, will see us quickly break through the German defences in Holland, giving us positional strength to hop over the Rhine and, all things going well, be in Berlin by Christmas. The first part will see the forces of 3 airborne divisions capturing several bridges over the main water barriers along Highway 69. Meanwhile, we will be heading up Garden, wherein our ground forces will lead the offensive and join with the paratroopers to create a significant salient into the German territory. I have full faith in you to lead the charge, Major. Your first task is to crush the enemy's frontline defense. Air support will help you out, after which you are on your way to meet the paratroopers up the highway. Remember, the ultimate goal is Arnhem, where the British 1st Airborne will be holding the farthest bridgehead for your arrival. Time is of the essence. Godspeed, Major. Alright, let's go on in. We'll just keep it on challenging, which is the sort of mid difficulty, so that I can show this off to you guys today.
I'll tell you something, lads. It's a bloody poor sight to kick off Montgomery's war-ending operation with. The airborne chaps ahead at Arnhem are going to be waiting a damn sight longer if we allow Jerry to ambush our tanks like this all the way up the road. We're scuppered so long as those AT guns remain firing. I want you boys continuing on the flank to silence them for good. The enemy won't halt our advance into Holland.
So after that abrupt introduction, here we are in the mission, and you can see our units in blue, enemy units in red. Headquarters World War II is a turn-based game, and if you select one of your units, you'll see all of the actions you're able to take in the bottom right. You can see all of our units at the very bottom as well. So let me introduce you to this panel on the bottom right here. At the top, we have the different actions that a unit can take. So we have move, attack, suppress. Swap positions is if you want to swap the tiles between 2 different units. We've got board in this case, which allows them to jump into a transport. We have assault, which allows them to attack a tile if it's already got another unit on it. And then there's anti-tank grenade, which in this case allows us to attack an armored unit at close range. Then underneath that we have the number of men in the squad, and you'll see that they take up a different role. If the commander dies, for example, he will no longer contribute the 25% morale, 20% HE attack, and 20% AP attack to this unit. So you lose those bonuses if those people die. Now, further to the right of that, we have our attacks and reactions. Every unit in the game, I believe, has 2 attacks, and if they use them, they will also lose 2 reactions. And reactions are used for Overwatch and also retaliation. So at the end of your turn, if your unit still has reactions left, they'll have an Overwatch. If an enemy unit moves in their line of sight, they will automatically engage them as many times as that unit moves. And then if the unit fires at them, they can also fire back if it's in line of sight, and they have the capability to do so. So that's what reactions do. Then we have movement points, which are separate. And we also have morale, which if it gets below 50%, I think we get a debuff, and then if it goes to 0, we get completely routed and the unit disappears. So you do have to be careful with that, for sure. Then you have the generic stats, so 120 accuracy, 30 HE, AP attack, attack range, spotting range, and camouflage, which in this case is being buffed by the fact that these troops are in forest. But there are some scouts here and they can see us, so we need to get rid of those. So first things first, we will engage these with our machine gun. Now the machine gun is going to be doing the most damage here. It's got the highest HE attack out of all of our units that are in line of sight. So we'll just try and use that to mow down these scouts. Now the scouts do have line of sight on our machine gun, so they will be able to fire back. So let me just show you this in action. If I hover over the enemy unit while having the machine gun selected, you can see on the left side of the cursor it says 62%, and we kill potentially 2 to 3 men. So that's our chance of hitting. On the right side, 38%, 1 to 2, is their chance on retaliation. So let's go ahead and give this a go. And you'll see our soldiers start to engage. And they'll fire back as well. Now, fortunately for us, they missed. We did 2 damage. So not the full amount of damage, which is why the machine gunner said that we only grazed them. So we'll go for that again. They will be able to retaliate a second time, because if I select them, you can see that they still have 2 reactions left.
Machine gunners reporting. That was a waste of bloody ammo.
Unfortunately, we completely whiffed that one, but so did they. So that's okay for us. Now, as you might have noticed, the camera in this game is actually really awesome. The fidelity of the units is actually extremely high for a turn-based strategy game. And just by holding middle mouse, I can move the camera about like this in order to take a closer look at these units after scrolling all the way in. You can also have a top-down approach if you prefer it to get your bearings, but sort of mid-range like so is something that I prefer on sort of an isometric angle. So since these scouts are still alive, we are going to want to take them out. Now, next best bet is probably the sniper. So let's go ahead and give that a go. Going to be able to take all 3 out with that one. Lovely. Now, you might have noticed that we could have used a sniper shot. Now, the sniper shot is an interesting ability because it uses up both of the attack, but it increases the attack to 100% accuracy. So if there's a shot that you've got to hit, then that's the one you want to take. They also have a smoke grenade, and this blocks the line of fire and reduces the accuracy of attacking in and out of the smoke screen tile. So you can stand in the smoke, but if you are standing in the smoke, you'll have a accuracy reduction. Now we need to finish off these AT guns, so let's just go ahead and fire at this one over here. See if we can kill off a couple of these men. Unfortunately, only killed 1 man out of this team, so the first loader is dead. And let's go ahead and try and engage with the rest of these forces.
Rifleman,
so I'm going to just move forwards a little bit here, just so that we can get both of our squads on target. I actually probably want to get a little bit further up. That way we can increase our accuracy. We'll go for the one closest.
Well done, lads.
That's both of the attacks, unfortunately. My soldier's letting me down. When it comes to turn-based games, I'm usually quite unlucky, so you're going to have to bear with me there. Right, that's the last guy dead, so that's going to destroy the AT gun. Very nice.
Scout squad reporting.
And now we want to engage the second AT gun. So we'll just advance relatively close here. Since the AT gun's facing the wrong direction, it's not going to be able to engage us. Also, if you attack a unit, then it will lose its overwatch capability. So I could run in front of this AT gun backwards and forwards and it wouldn't be able to shoot me. It would be able to shoot me though if I fired at it, and it would try and fire back in retaliation. In this case, because we're behind it, it's not going to be able to engage us. So let's just take a shot. Very nice. And we'll try and do that again. If we get 2, that would be huge. Okay, no, only 1.
Scout standing by.
Alright, so we'll run up now with these scouts and hopefully be able to finish them off.
Good show! Those AT guns won't be bothering our armour now. Our tank chaps won't be going anywhere quite yet, though. Panzerschreck squads are hiding in the trenches. Get a squad in there and get in their faces, chaps. With any luck, they'll panic and blow themselves up.
Alright, so our next objective is to destroy these German AT units. Mainly the Panzerschreck team here. So the best bet for us is to probably use the trees as cover.
Scout squad reporting.
So if we have any movement left,
On the way.
we'll try and move over to the side. Now you can skip the animation by just right-clicking twice. So that's what I did with the sniper, and then you saw the animation come through for the machine gunners there. Now on this right-hand side, you might notice a couple of buttons. The top button is rally, so that restores 50 morale to a target, friendly target. And then we have reinforce, so if a unit takes damage, then we can reinforce them to give them some men back and bring them back up to full strength. So let's now end the turn, since we have done everything we can.
Flank, what do you say we take a little peek at the rest of their defences? Our tank chaps will appreciate any scouting info we can give them on the enemy's positions ahead. Thankfully, we've got some eyes in the sky with aviation available to help us out. Whatever you're hiding, Jerry, we'll have it soon enough.
So we now have the air recon ability to use. So cool for an aviation reconnaissance of the target area. The recon plane has 10 spotting and can locate enemy units following regular spotting rules. So we'll just pop it down here. And hopefully we'll spot units
That's
nearby.
why you do your recon. Another Jerry blockade for you tank chaps to deal with. Up ahead. Jerry may have managed to hold us up, but that's all they're doing. Smash their lines and get this mission rolling forward again.
Okay, so first things first, let's destroy these AT units in the bunker here. I mean, I think in this case we're going to be engaging the Panzerschreck there. We're going to be engaging this Panzerschreck here, the AT weapon there. So those are the out of 4 AT units that we need to take out.
Rifle squad standing by.
We're going to want to try and move up in cover and out of line of sight if we can. So that's what we're going to try and do.
Don't get caught in the open.
Our turn now.
You can see on the top right how many turns left we have to complete our objectives. So 38 turns. It is
For king and
generally pretty generous.
country. Marching order.
Enemy.
We've now spotted an enemy AT
Rifleman,
weapon.
form
That
up.
is another Panzerschreck squad.
Get ready to move. Scouts standing by.
I won't engage them just yet. If they fire at us, we can fire back. But I don't want to reveal my
Moving out.
position if I don't
Scout
have to.
squad reporting.
Although at the moment we don't have the hidden
Rifle squad standing
above our
by.
head, so it might actually be worth me using suppress. So what this does is it allows our unit to shoot any tile seemingly unoccupied by the enemy. In case the enemy is there, this attack will deal double damage to the enemy morale. So it's really good for just starting to break down the enemy morale, and then follow-up attacks will be pretty good. You also have a chance to deal some damage as well.
Scouts, form up. Aye, sir.
Because we have a pretty long engagement range there,
Show us where you
I might
need
just
us.
move up my sniper and start taking a couple of pot shots. Maybe we'll do a sniper shot just to make sure we get that hit.
Damn. Just grazed them.
Unfortunately, a graze.
MG squad awaiting orders. Pack up and get moving.
Okay, well end the
Our
turn.
turn now.
They haven't fired back at us because we're out of range,
King
so
and
we can
country.
continue to engage this unit out of range.
Rifleman, form up. Snipers ready.
Gonna try and
Changing
bring my
position.
sniper forwards, and we'll take the shots again.
Missed. Way off. Damn. Just
So we managed to take out one. Now, occasionally what will happen is we'll get like a nice cinematic shot of our troops engaging.
Past the target.
So I'll try and
Rifle
show that
squad
off when I get
standing
the
by.
chance.
Double file. Scouts standing by.
I'm going to move forwards my scouts here. We'll move them back over. I want to be able to see where they are. Unfortunately, that machine gun just ruined our day. So we're going to lob a smoke grenade over here. I could have used the air recon actually, because it's only got a 2-turn cooldown.
Scout squad reporting.
Machine gunners reporting. Moving.
Scouts, form up.
And what I could do if I wanted to is reinforce this unit, which I might do just in case it gets shot at again.
Scouts standing by.
So this will allow us to see where this can shoot.
Scout squad
So we're
reporting.
quite happy to move here and we're okay.
For king and country.
As for moving
Riflemen,
over here,
form
no
up.
need at the moment. So we'll just end the turn
now.
Aye, sir.
and we'll try and continue to take out this unit. So 70% chance from the sniper.
Just great.
There we go, nice. Taking both of those out. Perfect. So I would
Rifle
like
squad
to
standing
get
by.
a
Marching
scout
order.
squad over
Scouts,
here.
Form up.
Because it looks like something's able to
Scouts standing by.
shoot us if we come out into the open here. Ah, it's a machine gun, okay.
Scout squad reporting.
So by hovering over this, we can see the line to the machine gun. I guess also the infantry there as well,
Scouts,
able to
form
engage
up.
us.
Getting into position.
Scouts standing by.
Since the smoke's gone, we should probably fall
Moving
back.
out. On the move. For king and country. Riflemen, form up. Rifle squad standing by. For king and country.
So maybe worth me getting some smoke down so that I can get my troops into better positions.
Show us where you need us. Scout squad reporting. Snipers ready. Snipers moving out. Riflemen, form up. Get ready to move.
So we just had a cinematic pop up there, but unfortunately I skipped it.
Scouts,
For the movement
form up.
of those
Scouts
snipers.
standing by. Scout squad reporting. Rifle squad standing by.
So what I'd like to do is just get our troops into
Aye, sir.
line of
King and
sight.
country.
I can probably leave those there and engage,
Waiting for your words, sir.
but I
Show
want
us
to try and
where
get
you
the
need us.
sniper to engage
Snipers ready.
the machine gun from out of range so that it can't overwatch while we move forwards. That's kind of what we need to do here. I can also remove the overwatch of the rifle squad as well by shooting at those.
Aye, sir.
So it's ready on the sniper here to get the job done.
Our turn now.
So I should be able to do that from here.
On the way.
We'll engage the machine gun,
We'll get them.
and
with
you'll
our next
notice
shot.
the overwatch ability going away by that icon underneath their
Missed.
icon.
Way off.
But now
Riflemen,
both of these
form
shouldn't
up.
retaliate when we move forwards.
Rifle squad standing by.
So we can get some good ground here. And because they're in the trench, it's going to make it kind of difficult for us.
MG squad awaiting orders.
Double file. For king and country.
I'm actually going to move these guys
Marching
here.
order. Scouts, form up.
Machine gunners reporting.
Actually, I say that. Probably want to swap. But I
Scouts
can't swap
standing
with those
by.
because they don't have any movement left.
Waiting for your words, sir.
Let's have a look at the morale. So morale's 86.
Riflemen, form
I'm sure
up.
if a suppressive fire here
Scout
is
squad
really a good
reporting.
idea.
Rifle squad standing by.
We'll just do a couple of normal hits. They will be able to engage us.
Grazed one of them.
They missed though, which is good.
Missed.
Unfortunately, we missed as well. They retaliated, killed 3 of my men. That's really bad.
For king and country. Don't get
Okay, let's
caught
just
in the
have
open.
this one out and start engaging as well. We'll keep
No
putting the
more shooting that
pressure
target.
onto that machine
Scouts,
gun.
Form up.
They did have a 3rd retaliation there, so they managed to do some damage to my scouts as well.
MG squad awaiting orders. Pack up.
So I
and
may
get
have
moving.
to pull these back. You can see that the morale of these guys has reduced.
Scouts standing by. Moving out.
These lads have lost their pluck. Enemy's done a number on these chaps.
Okay, let's end the turn. I think I might lose this rifle squad here, or the scout squad. Fortunately for us, they missed, but we are able to fire back. And we managed to kill one of their units.
Our turn.
Another
now.
miss. That's huge.
Rifleman, form
Alright,
up.
let's get out of
ready
there.
to move.
Machine gunners reporting.
Show us where you need
Right, now we want to use the sniper again to make sure these can't retaliate.
Damn, just grazed them.
Or an Overwatch, I mean.
We'll get
So
them with our
we'll
next
stop them
shot.
from overwatching.
Waiting for your words,
That means
sir.
I can bring the machine
Moving.
gun out. We can start putting down fire onto these units. So we'll try and take out the machine gun. Unfortunately, a miss, but they were demoralized. They missed as well.
Bugger! Adjusting aim.
Rifle
No
squad
luck.
standing by.
At all
Scout
there.
squad reporting.
That's unfortunate.
On the
But we're
move.
going to have this scout move out and take a shot.
Went over their heads.
Only 33% chance. We'll give it another go.
They're turning tail.
Okay. Well, we broke their morale and they've been forced back,
MG
so that's
squad
good.
awaiting orders.
They're going to be running. I think if we shoot them again,
King and
they
country, double fire.
then just get taken out completely. So we'll try and do that.
Enemy destroyed.
Or we can just kill them. That works too. But you can see the routed comes up there. That would have taken them out as well.
Past the target.
That's one retaliation.
Scouts, form up.
I can use the scouts here to
Scouts
engage
standing
them,
by.
but I don't want them to engage
Don't get caught in the open.
my unit. So
Scout
we're just
squad
going to move
reporting.
them out of line of sight.
Rifleman, form up.
And since we have reinforcement ready, I'm going to reinforce the scouts. I think they're more important to
Snipers ready. Scouts,
keep alive.
form up. Scouts standing by. Rifle squad standing by.
I don't want to do anything else. Let's move on to the next turn. These men in the trenches here certainly being quite stubborn. But again, anytime they engage me, I'm able to shoot back if I have
Our turn.
reactions
now.
remaining.
Machine gunners reporting.
We'll let the machine gunner do its job. I might go for a suppress. That's minus 38 morale. It's pretty huge.
For king
So
and
if we
country.
continue attacking these
Aye,
now,
sir.
we'll do it with the sniper. They're now demoralized. Got a
Damn,
kill there. Very
Just
nice.
grazed them. Scout squad reporting. Moving out.
Let's keep going with the attacks.
Enemies withdrawing.
Here we go. Cinematic time.
Enemy's had enough and is heading for the pavilion.
And they've run away.
Waiting for your words,
Completely
sir.
routed. Very nice.
Scouts, form up. On the move.
We're just getting those
Don't
into
get
a
caught
better
in the
position.
open.
I don't think these guys can retaliate, so
Scouts
we'll
standing
just
by.
engage them from here.
Scratch them. Rifleman, form
And then
up.
we can let the riflemen do the same.
Missed. Rifle squad standing by.
We just want to stay out of range here
Past the target.
whilst we engage these.
For king and country. Rifleman, form
them
up.
pinned down.
Marching order. Grazed one of them.
Very nice.
Our turn now.
Rifle squad standing by.
MG
We'll just let the
squad
machine gun
awaiting
try and
orders.
finish them off.
That was a waste of bloody ammo.
The morale is getting
Panzer
very
won't
low,
be bothering us
so
any
that's
longer.
job done.
Get the tank chaps to put down their tea and get moving on up the bloody road again. Those ATs made a mess of not only our tanks, but the route ahead too. We'll need to clear the wreckage from the road if we're to get moving again.
So with that complete, we now have access to our armor. So we have
Scout
one
vehicle standing
AEC
by.
Mark III. We've got a Centaur as well.
Assault gun standing by.
We've got ourselves a Sherman Firefly. And there's also a
Tank
Cromwell at
ready.
the back here. Very cool. Nice
Tank
display of
ready.
armor. M3 Stuart leading the charge. So we'll have to move up here
Here
with
we
the
go.
Stuart. And then we'll use it to clear the wreck. So any armored piece, I believe, can clear wrecks as long as it has the trait. So we just move up, click clear wreck, clear it in front of them, carry on. Fortunately,
Ready to
it's run
begin
out of moves.
reconnaissance.
And we'll just continue to move up
Prepare
all of
to
these
move.
tanks.
Tank standing by.
We'll just skip these.
Tank reporting.
There we go. Perfect. Alright, so onwards we go to the next defensive line. What we're going to want to do is
Moving out.
kind of move through
On the
here
move.
with our snipers and
position.
such.
For king and country.
As soon as reinforcements are
Machine
available,
gunners reporting.
we'll get those guys back up to scratch. We can do this again.
Recon's here.
And I also have a tactical bomber now, which is ready to use every 4 turns. So we could use that on the AT gun. And also the machine gun.
Start
Nice.
the bombing ram.
I managed to do some decent damage to the machine gun. And also the AT gun.
Tank standing by.
Our best bet here is to allow the sniper to keep pinning the AT gun. And then just don't drive into range of the Panzerschreck so it can't engage us.
Tank reporting.
So let's go ahead and end the turn.
Our turn now.
Tank ready.
We'll make sure to clear this
Bloody
wreck.
nasty business, clearing out the wreckage of your own troops. At least now, we can keep moving forward.
Got to keep moving forwards indeed. Alright, so let's go
Show
ahead
us
and
where
get
you
my
need us.
sniper across,
Scouts,
the
form up.
scouts across.
Scouts standing by.
I'll move
I
these
see
scouts
light coming out
forwards.
of that farmhouse yonder. Could potentially be the enemy's field HQ, or even their munitions stockpile. Either way, if Fritz is having himself a Nazi party in there, then I want it busted.
Alright, so we're going to engage this farmhouse as well. So
Riflemen,
what I'm
form
going to
up.
do then is bring across
Waiting for your word, sir.
a couple
Getting
infantry.
into position.
Rifle squad standing by.
Make sure that we reinforce
troops
these
have
guys.
Scout squad reporting.
So the scouts are in a
Snipers
good
ready.
position to keep an eye on all of this at the front. The mortar there is a problem, potentially, for my infantry. That does have a long range. Machine gun's also pretty long. But none of them in range yet. The big threat is really the AT gun.
Our turn now.
Okay, so how far can that AT gun see down the road here?
Assault gun ready. Burning.
We're gonna
Scout
move
car
over
reporting.
to the left
Scouting
here.
ahead.
Let's do scout. So radius of 3 tiles around
standing
that
by.
it will reveal.
Here
We'll
we
move my
go.
Stuart all the way over to the left. Some really cool destruction actually
Tank
in
ready.
headquarters that I do enjoy a lot.
Here
We'll let
we
my
go.
Firefly just shift up the road here.
Tank standing by.
I'll have the Cromwell follow up as well. Wonderful. Alright, let's use air recon
Air recon's here.
on this area to see what is defending the barn. Okay, so it doesn't look like it spotted anything because they're
King and
likely in the
country.
building, so it might be
Riflemen,
hard for them
form
to
up.
actually spot them.
MG squad awaiting orders.
Aye, sir. Snipers moving out. Show us where you need us. Snipers ready. Aye, sir.
This isn't in line of sight yet. I think this AT gun can pretty much engage everything that would be
Tank
in line of sight.
reporting. Tank reporting.
Maybe the Firefly can engage
Tank
from a
ready.
longer range. There's definitely a machine gun in there. Unfortunately for them, that is a centaur.
Assault guns standing by.
So since they got an ambush the first time around, we did not manage to get the retaliation. We'll let the Stuart have a go. Unfortunate miss there.
Prepared to move out.
We'll let the centaur have another go. And there goes the building. Very nice. Now we have a much better chance to take them out.
Scout vehicle standing by.
I can let my AEC have a go.
Mr. Blighters.
We do want that to be taken out
Rifle squad
if we're going to be moving up my rifle squads here.
Tank standing by.
Okay, so we can engage all the way up the road there.
Tank reporting.
I'm just going to switch with this unit if I can, although maybe because they didn't have movement I couldn't do that. Just want to make sure that this can't
Tank
engage
ready.
me.
Repositioning.
Alright, let's have a go.
A glancing hit.
That's one shot.
Hit nothing but air.
And another.
Show us where you need us.
Right, they can't retaliate anymore. So I can now bring my sniper into line of sight.
On the way.
And we can put more shots onto that AT gun. AT guns can be absolutely brutal in this game.
Missed. Way off.
No luck. Oh, unfortunately, they just got wiped. What shot back at them? Oh, maybe that had one reaction left. Ah. Well, they managed to one-shot my sniper squad, so that's not good. Fortunately, I think we get them back at the end of the mission. So there's two types of units in a mission. There's units that you can upgrade during the mission, which have the chevrons underneath, and then the ones that are just like part of the mission itself, which don't have the chevrons underneath. And so in this case, like the AEC is part of our squad, but the others are all extra for this mission.
Tank standing by.
Oh yeah, it doesn't really matter if they die.
Tank reporting. They're in a jiffy.
Well, basically, yeah, it doesn't matter if they die because you get them back at the end of the mission. But in terms of like experience, they're no longer going to get experience because they're not engaging anymore. All right, we'll just make sure we take the shot at the Panzerschreck there. Try and take them out.
Miss them.
There's no retaliation to be worried about there. But yeah, I should have worried about the retaliation of this Pak 40 because it hadn't obviously fired back at the Firefly. So after we shot it the first time with the ambush, that was just because the reason it didn't retaliate the first time is because we got the ambush. Also, it didn't see us move here. If it had seen us move here, it wouldn't have fired either because of the Overwatch being taken away, but the retaliation was not taken away, which is what I forgot about. So that's why we ended up losing it then. There's the other infantry squad that we got to worry about.
Reporting. Pack up and get moving.
Scouts, form up. Moving out. On the move.
I'm just going to shift across
Scouts
here.
standing by. Scout squad reporting.
These scouts can just stay in cover.
Our turn now.
And we do have a tactical bomber ready to go again, so let's try and use that
Start the bombing
to finish off this AT gun. There goes the machine gun. The AT gun down to one man.
Tank ready.
So we'll try and finish that off. Oh, beautiful shot by the Firefly. Lovely stuff. Okay, now we'll engage the mortar. And I'm also going to want to engage the Panzerschreck.
A glancing hit.
Using your range to your advantage is super important in this game.
Tank ready.
Okay, so we actually managed to destroy them. That might have just been the remainder of the MG. Let's bring over a scout here. Just Just want to make sure we're not
Scouts
standing in
by.
range of that
Scout
mortar.
squad reporting. Moving out.
Now with all the AT gone, we can
Ready to
get
begin
pretty aggressive.
reconnaissance.
Ah, there they are.
Scouts, form up.
Can they engage my scouts? No.
Scout car
Alright.
reporting.
Well, let's get
Heading there
closer
now.
and we'll take a shot here.
On target, readjusting aim. Directives.
Very nice. That was a good hit,
Assault
actually.
gun ready.
I'm going to get nice and
Assault gun on
close
the move.
so that we have a good... Poor piggies. Didn't realise we could kill the piggies. Big hit.
Farmhouse secure. Next time, send us a party invite, Fritz.
Well, the building collapsed and we killed them off, so good stuff. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take the second shot
We'll get him
at
next shot.
the mortar.
Tank standing by.
Right, time to move up the Stuarts.
Repositioning.
The Stuarts' range doesn't appear to be that far.
Scout vehicle standing by.
We've already used all of these.
Scouts standing by.
We'll just let the armor do the job. There's no real reason for me to run forwards
Scout
here and
squad
engage
reporting.
with the infantry
Waiting
unless
for
we
your
just
word,
wanted to
sir.
complete the objectives
Moving.
faster. So let's go ahead and end the turn. The mortar does have range on our Stuart.
Our turn.
Just affecting our morale a little bit.
Assault gun
Nothing too
standing
much
by.
to worry about. Okay,
Scouts,
so
form up.
with that,
Scouts standing by.
we'll move
On the
over
move.
my
Scout
scouts
squad
here.
reporting. Scouts, form up. Prepared to move out.
I think I can get pretty close here without having to worry too much now.
Let's go.
We'll let the Centaur drive on in. Get nice and close. Good hit there.
Not even a graze. Reload. We'll get him next shot.
Accuracy of those,
Scouts
not too
standing
great. I guess the other reason that we might want to continue to use our infantry in this engagement is because they are part of our core units. And by using them and getting kills with them, we would give them more experience, which would allow us to level them up and give them extra abilities. When I say abilities,
MG
it's
squad
sort of
awaiting
like
orders.
increased accuracy and so on. Like if I click on them here, you can see that we can go to level up. And there's different skills that you can give them. So in this case, for the machine gunners, they can get double armor bonus from terrain, or each attack reduces enemy units morale by an extra 50%. Then there's like accuracy or morale, and then there's unit gains 0.2 extra cover modifier on any tile that provides cover, or unit gains 1 extra reaction. So that'd be really good on the defense, for example. And each unit
Ready to
has
begin reconnaissance.
like different skills and ways that they can level up. So it's really, really something you've got to pay attention to, and is a
Assault
really
gun
nice thing that adds to the depth of headquarters. Right,
Tank
let's
reporting.
get my
They're in a
Stuart
jiffy.
up and close, and we'll have another go. Now the chance to hit here is really low because they're in these trenches, which give them
Advancing hit.
really good cover.
Scout car reporting. Moving to new position. Mr. Blighters. Off target.
Now there is a system
readjusting aim.
similar to this leveling up system, but for the entire campaign.
Tank reporting.
And you can switch out your core units
Here
at
we
the end
go.
of the missions as well, which is really, really cool.
Advancing
So I'll
hit.
show you that after this mission.
Hit nothing but air.
So we
Machine
could
gunners
move forwards
reporting.
here and try and use this cover to get some shots on
Tank
target.
ready.
But we'll
Repositioning.
move up the Firefly,
Missed them. Hit nothing but air.
take another couple shots. That's all our armor used.
Riflemen, form up. Rifle squad standing by.
We can reinforce a unit that might be low, for example these scouts, but it's not too much of a
Now.
concern. Just need to wipe out
Tank
these last
ready.
two forces.
Got them good.
Nice hit there from the Stuart.
A glancing hit.
And another
Assault
good
gun
hit.
standing by.
They are demoralized.
An only nicker.
but they are now destroyed.
Tank
Wonderful.
standing by. Kiss them!
Take out the last one.
Hit nothing but air!
Scout vehicle standing by.
We'll try and move
Scouted in.
forwards. You don't want to go too close, because you might notice they might have AT grenades,
Ready to
and
begin
therefore, like if you
reconnaissance.
get too close, they can actually engage my
Mix the
tanks.
blighters.
Tank reporting. They're in a jiffy.
All this tank fire will eventually completely destroy the morale.
Waiting for your word, sir. Getting into position. MG squad awaiting
I will let this
orders.
MG squad have a go.
They're turning tail.
Oh, that was huge.
Scout
Okay,
squad reporting.
let's have the
Don't get
scouts
caught in the
move up
open.
and take the last shot there. And that will rout them, if we don't get the kill. Good shot.
Watch them run.
That's more like it. Jerry's ambush is nothing more than a minor bump in the road on our way north. Fall in behind me, chaps. The end of this war beckons at the end of our push into Holland. And then, Berlin. We're due at Arnhem in 4 days, where the 1st Airborne will be awaiting our relief at the bridgehead over the Nieder Rhine, along with a bloody lot of Jerrys pinning them down there. Time is already against both our paratrooper pals and us, so he'd best not dilly-dally any longer. Onward!
That's how it's done, lads.
All right, and so we've managed to get a new unit, which is the Cromwell, and we got 2 awards. So +1 officer skill point for completing all primary objectives in the mission, and then we got an extra officer skill point for completing all secondary objectives, and we can use those after we finish the operation. So unfortunately we lost our snipers, but we will be able to get those back. So we've lost these core units in battle, and now they have been fully replenished at no additional cost. So we've got them back, and now we can go to manage units. And here is like a big aspect of the campaign. So you can see all of the units at the bottom here. Currently we have our Cromwell, and if I wanted to, I could replace this with like a Sherman Rhino or like a normal Sherman, and it would cost the difference. So in this case, it would cost us 40 of our prestige in order to swap this from a Cromwell to a Rhino. If I wanted to, example, change a Rifleman to a Rhino, then it would cost me 675 because you get the points back from selling the Rifleman, and you get the full cost, so the 145 there. Now in here you can, of course, level up your forces if there are any that gained experience. In this mission, unfortunately, we didn't gain any experience. The other thing that we can look at here is our awards. So you can see that we're rank major. This reduces the cooldown of HQ skills by 1 turn, and these are the awards we've got so far. And then we have officer skills, and now this is the skill points that we gained from beating the mission. It's quite a lot to look at here, but it's relatively easy to get the hang of. Like Thrill is one that I kind of like. So if the unit deals enemy or damage to the enemy unit, it gains 10% accuracy until the start of the next turn. So that's pretty handy one to have for our infantry. And then there's Forward Observer, which the unit puts a mark on the enemy when attacking. It increases the accuracy of bombardment and rocket barrage actions of all your units against the marked enemy by 10%. So if you attack a unit and then you follow up with an artillery strike, then it can do, have extra accuracy. One that I like though is Pathfinding. Unit can move in forest and rough terrain tiles at a reduced cost of 1 move point. So this is really, really handy for allowing your flanking units that are moving through cover to keep up with your armor. So I'm going to be learning that one. And then we have, like, for example, for tanks, we've got unit gains extra accuracy during its return fire. So anytime that they are, retaliating, then they get extra accuracy, which is pretty handy. This unit does not trigger enemy overwatch. Now this will only apply to scout infantry and scout vehicles, so you got to make sure that you see what it's applied to. Like Thrill applies to basically all of the infantry squads, and so does Pathfinding, but this one, Concealment, only applies to scout vehicle and scout infantry, whereas the other one would apply to all tanks. Now there are some that are linked, for example Forward Observer, High Precision and Tank Fear. You need the first one in order to get the second one. So yeah, basically, when we get more skill points, I can unlock those. I think you can. It doesn't like lock you out of being able to select that, so you can still get it. But of course, the further down you get, the more, or the better, basically, the abilities get. So this one is like unit ignores enemy camouflage. So like your sniper can just see stuff everywhere, which is really, really handy. And then first aid, if the unit lost at least one crew this turn, then it will restore one crew at the start of the next turn. Again, really, really huge buffs that you can get by getting down these officer skill trees. And that's it. So now we're moving on to the liberation of Eindhoven. If you want to check out the Market Garden DLC or Headquarters World War II, then do make sure to click the link at the top of the description. Big thanks again to Slytherin for sponsoring this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this introduction to Headquarters World War II and the showing of the Market Garden DLC. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.